Have you ever experienced imposter syndrome? Not feeling like you fully belonged, or you didn't have the experience required to be in a certain room or to do a certain task? Let me tell you, you're not alone. Imposter syndrome is very common and very normal, especially when we're trying new things and we're leaving our comfort zone. Make sure you watch this video on comfort zone and what it means to leave your comfort zone. When we leave that comfort zone, when we're trying new things, very normal to feel like an imposter, that who am I to be doing this? And I know there's definitely been times in my life where I have felt like that imposter. I wanted to share with you today a new perspective on imposter syndrome that was shared by one of my mentors, one of my coaches, and I absolutely loved it. And she suggested that instead of looking at it as imposter syndrome, look at it as pioneering energy. Think about it this way. When man wanted to go to the moon, they were faced with so many unknowns, so many challenges, so many new experiences, and what that must have felt like to the many scientists and the many people that were trying to accomplish that goal. There's this newness, there's this excitement, and also most likely a fear. Will we be able to accomplish that goal? What if we fail? All of those feelings and emotions are very normal when we're in that pioneering or exploring new territory. So for you, as you're stretching yourself, as you're growing, as you're trying new things, of course there's going to be this feeling of, I'm not really sure about this, of trepidation. And if in your mind, instead of going to the imposter syndrome, who am I to be doing this? What if you went to the, wow, isn't this exciting? And this newness means that I'm growing. Next time you're faced with that feeling of who am I, or that imposter syndrome, I hope you'll think about this and reframe it in your mind that I'm in this pioneering energy. I'm supposed to feel this way. And this is simply what growth looks like and what growth feels like. As you're exploring this pioneering energy, you may want to think about somebody that you admire, that was a pioneer in their industry, in their field, and to embody that. Find a way that works for you to really embody that new energy. And what works for you might not be the same as what works for somebody else. The important thing is that we don't dwell in that imposter syndrome and that who am I, because that can hold us back and prevent us from moving forward. So it's shifting that energy more into that excitement and that growth energy. That's the key here. I am so passionate about you living a life you love, which requires you to step outside that comfort zone, to grow, to try new things. So next time, ask yourself, who am I not to do this? Here's to you living a life you love.